If you're a lazy son of a bitch, my bad, I kinda got off on the wrong foot. If you're lazy, like me, and you gotta make R&B melodies, like me, then I'm gonna show you the lazy way to make R&B melodies. Let's get into it. Go ahead and squeeze that like button. So I'll call this the 1, 2, 3 method. And no, I didn't just pull this out of my crack, okay? I did actually. But first, right, we're gonna start off with the chords. Cause like I say, the foundation in the melody is very important. So having a strong chord progression is gonna definitely get you through. So we got analog lab, of course. We got this keys messed up. I don't know why it's messed up, but we got this progression right here. So it's a very simple chord progression, literally just 7 chords and 4 chords in total, okay? So to make something similar, we're gonna start off with, let's say we wanna start off in E minor. So we're gonna go ahead and make an E minor chord, boom, right? And now we're gonna do an E over B. So it's gonna be E over B, okay? So now we got this. Now, since we're doing R&B, we wanna have a chord that has a note that's not in the scale, or you can say that it's in the harmonic scale. So in E minor, right, the harmonic notes for that scale is D sharp, okay? So let's go down to an A, raise this D sharp, boom. Ooh, all right, cool. So we got boom, boom. Now we're gonna go down again, okay? Then we're gonna go back up, and then let's just take this A, so basically it's kind of going down the whole time. All right, let's hear how it sounds. You see how lazy that was, but you see how effective it is though? Like literally I can go ahead and embellish it if I want to. Like for example, right? Even though I am being a little bit comical with saying lazy, it actually is a good way to make melodies if you're not in the mood. Cause like it's literally a simple thing that works every time. It's literally, you know, you got 4 chords, you got some notes that's not in the scale like this right here, and like it just sounds so jazzy and R&B-ish. Okay, cool. So now we got a wider, make it sound wide of course, and then we got an EQ to cut out some of that boominess. So literally we're still on step 1, right? So now first we got the chords, so now we gotta go ahead and layer, because that's, you know, that's what we do on this channel. So step 1, if I had to summarize, is foundation and layer. So now we're gonna layer with a pad. Got the night conversation out of analog lab, sounds like this. For that, we don't even have any effects on it for real, so they didn't need any. So now we got the keys, and then we got the pad. Now we're gonna layer one more time to make it sound very lush and full. And what better instrument than a piano? We get this piano out of Analog Lab, the Soul Force. For that, we have on an RC20 to give it some more vinyl-ish effects to it. Got vinyl 3. Then we got a magic switch, just a little bit of chorus on it to make it sound a little bit more wide. Then surround, you know, my favorite reverb. So now we have completed step 1, okay? The layer and foundation. So we get this right here. Alright, so boom, now we got step 2. Step 2 is the counter melodies, okay? So you're gonna have 2 different counter melodies. You might have more, you might have less, depending on what you're making. So we got another keys out of Analog Lab called the Key Obsession. And this one plays a very simple pattern, just playing some notes that's in the chords and sound like this. Sound selection is very important, okay? Because look, in the original melody, you know, we got some keys, pad, and the piano. They're all kind of mid frequencies. This one for a counter melody, it's gonna be higher because it has room for that. You don't want to have like a freaking harmonica playing the counter melody, because like, you know, why would you do that? That one just pan to the right, none extra. So now we got another counter melody. This one I wanted more of a lead because the other one's kind of like a plucky key kind of melody. This one's gonna be like a alright, so yeah. So we got this you got this out of SRX orchestra that sound like this. So this one I actually played out on my MIDI keyboard, and I think it's very important that if you do have one, play out your own riffs. Well, first learn the scales first. If you're good at that, then go ahead and play it out. Trust me, it's gonna help you out in the long run. For that, we got a compressor because it was like a little bit. It's like some high parts and some low parts. I didn't like that. Then we got a soothe too, just to make it sound like, you know, just to cut out even more of the harshness, because it was a little bit harsh on the ears. Then the last step is the bass and the extras. Okay, you could say that it's like, you know, step 3 and then step 4 is the vocals and all that stuff, but we ain't doing all that. All right, so first we got a bass out of Analog Lab. Very simple. All that you're doing is just copying the bass notes from the original melody. For that one, usually on my basses, I might put on the Decapitator just to, you know, punish it good with some EQ to boost some of the highs, just so you know, something slight. Then we get into the extras. Okay, so first I'm gonna show you the perk loop that I got out of this Kave drum kit. Sounds like this. Adding perk loops to your melodies give it a whole different feel and a good bounce, like an underlying bounce to it. Then we get this right here. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot how I made this sound, but I think I took this sound, I reversed it, and it got like a little cool granular effect. So when you know, this one, it's not really being lazy because you know, I'm kind of experimenting, but you know, it's just like a cool texture. I think it's good to add textures to different weird sounds to your melodies. So you get this right here. So yeah, before I rendered it out, I think that it was a piano riff that I played. Like I got some piano keys and played it out. Then I reversed it, added on a pancake for some panning, EQ for a radio effect. We got an effect rack from Sound Toys with the rhythm channel to give it some granular effects and some reverb with some ROM. So you know, it's a good texture for the melody. Then we get some vocals out of the FL Cloud preset. We get this right here.
Back, it hasn't happened in a while.
You know me, if you go to all my RnB Melody videos, then you will see that I probably use a vocal more than likely in the video. My bad. Then we get a transition out of my drum kit that I'm gonna drop like probably today, or I don't know when I'm gonna drop it, but it'll be very soon, probably the next video. So the full melody sounds like this in different keys. But before that, thank you for making it to the end of the video. Hopefully you liked it, enjoyed it, learned something from it. If you did, go ahead and squeeze that like button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see next. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell. Follow my Instagram and everything like that at TLaron. And yeah, man, just stay being a good person for real, man. It's a lot of bad stuff happening in the world, so continue to smile and be a good person. Peace.